อนนี้คือมาร์เก็ตนะครับใช่เป็นมาร์เก็ตสแควร์ซึ่งคนเยอะมากเนี่ยเชอร์ลอสเจ้าป่ะไม่เอาโอเคไม่มีเจ้านี่โพลิโต้ป่ะ
Mais vous voulez boire une bière
Oh no it's not โอเคไว้สัมภาษณ์ให้ดูวิดีโอต่อคิวเพื่อจะซื้อนี่นะครับคิวยาวมาก
Here in Holland, did you know that? Here in Holland, we celebrate not one, but 2 days of Christmas, and today is the second day of Christmas. So, welcome everybody, and Merry Christmas to you all, and a Happy New Year already. My name is Doma, and I'm going to give you some basic information about what to expect inside the Heineken experience. So first of all, this is a self-guided tour, so you'll be walking through the tour yourself, and it'll be at your own pace. And it will take about 1 to 1.5 hours depending on how thirsty you all are, so how fast you'll be running towards our bar, because it will be all the way in the end. And in the meantime, in every room there will be a colleague of mine telling you something about the history, the ingredients. Then you're going to experience a cool new ride which has only been with us for a couple of months. And afterwards, the moment you have all been waiting for, beer tasting!
Yes!
Finally! So, yeah, let's pretend you guys are all as excited about the beer tasting as I am. But then, you're shocked. What? The beer looks cute, but it's too small for me. Don't you worry, this is just for tasting. Downstairs in the actual bar, we receive not 1, but 2 full-grown beers. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
So to get those beers, you just received a green bracelet. Yeah, and no, it looks super pretty, but it is practical because on the bracelet you find 2 tokens, yeah, and you can pull them off. Each token represents a beer, so when you get to the bar, make sure that you pull 1 token off and you hand it over to the person behind the bar, and they will give you that cold, fresh Heineken that you've been waiting for so long, yeah? So, last thing, the whole tour will be in English, but if you don't understand English that good, it's fine. Because we've got free Wi-Fi, you can download the Heineken Experience application, and we'll have a free audio guide in Italian, Spanish, French, German, I don't know, a lot of languages, yeah? And if you don't have the earphones, I have them for you, okay? So, one last question. Are you ready?
Yes!
Oh no, I thought you would do better. One more time. Are you ready?
Yes!
Oh, I think you're ready. Okay guys, enjoy the tour. Have a great day.
Alright, thanks.
Bye. Thank you.
You can't.
It's alright, take a photo again.
Yeah.
Alright, lovely.
Thank you.
Alright, thanks.
เขาเป็นคนอังกฤษเนี่ยเพราะนั่นได้แบบชนิดที่ได้ถึงต้อง
Reminds me of Jane.
อะไรนะทำนี่ก็คือชิม Yeah, when we get out this one, we turn light.
and just go straight to the Heineken museums. Yes, please.
Green one 啊
Yeah,
ใช่เหรอ
yeah. Not far.
Cool ไหน
We turn right here.
How did it start? Did it start?
Yeah. Oh, the bicycle. Yeah, lost. Yeah, they're using bicycle.
Don't sun the red bit. That's
Yeah. ที่นี่ bicycle แบ่งเป็นสัดส่วนมากเห็นไหมจะมีเลนตรงนี้สำหรับ bicycle ตรงนี้ก็คนสำหรับคนเดินเห็นไหมจะแบ่งชัดเจนถนน bicycle แล้วก็คนเดินอันนี้คือรถตำรวจ I see that's a police car yeah police yeah yeahอันนี้เป็นมิวเซียมชื่ออะไรอ่านยากมากผมไม่เก่งเรื่องอ่านชื่อนี้เลยความภาษาของเขาแต่เป็นมิวเซียมสำอาร์ต
ไหน
แล้วมิวเซียม just go straight yeah yeah just wait
And that's what this is. So this is the first ever built Heineken brewery. But in 1867, there's nothing around over here. That's why it was built a massive brewery over here. And now, as you might have already noticed, we are in the city center of Amsterdam. So that's one of the reasons why we do not brew beer anymore. Simply because the city became too big, the men got too high, so at one point we could not expand any further. So in 1988, we stopped brewing beer here. So over 100 years, this has been our main brewery. So the oldest part of the brewery is left, is this part, and we are now standing in this building. So the oldest part is still left, is where the copper kettles are. Beautiful, beautiful room. You go there later on, and when you walk in there, you see straight away that that is the oldest part. And the building we are now standing in, this is where the silos used to be. So over here, we would store the malted barley. You guys can follow me this way, because I still have one of the silos left. You guys can see. Let me be careful with the stairs. So I'll ask you guys to come all the way over here. Yes, so one of these silos, as you can see, they're massive. They're about 20 meters high. Now one of these can contain enough product to brew 450,000 beers. So we have about 30 of these left in the entire building. So you can already see it in the ceiling where it used to be. So later on, when you go upstairs and you're wondering like, why on earth did they make these rooms so small and square? Well, that's because they weren't rooms before. They were massive storage spaces for one of our ingredients. You guys can follow me this way over here. Over here we have one of the first bottling machines. Yeah, yeah, guys, come around over here. So this is one of the first bottling machines, and this is how it would work. You would open it, place the bottle in here, close it, and it would fill up. So back in the day, they could bottle up to about 30,000 bottles of beer per day. And you can say like, wow, that's a lot of beer, and it is. But can anyone guess how many beers we can bottle up nowadays in Zoeterwoude, in the biggest brewery we have per hour? Have a guess. 1 million, you're close. We can bottle up 770,000 bottles of beer per hour. On top of that, 90,000 kegs or cans and 5,000 kegs. So a lot of beer is being brewed, but a lot of it is being exported. For you guys, so for example, to the United States, is there anyone here from the United States? Okay, so but I think most people have heard about the Prohibition. So there's a period of time when there was no alcohol allowed in the United States. When it ended in 1933, the race was on. So every beer company wanted their beer to be the first one to arrive over there, and Heineken arrived there just 6 days later first. So that's one of the reasons why Heineken nowadays is the most international beer brand. So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Turpentine is upstairs, and next you'll learn more.
Amsterdam just task of continuing this business with a foresight. Oh, it's all the history.
괜찮아요.
Near logo. Oh, ini Heineken logo. Oh, sorry. Oh, นี่อ่ะบทโชว์นี้หรอเปลี่ยนกินโอ้โหมาแล้วแมนไม่เหลือแล้ว ตอนนี้ไปเดี๋ยวยูจะเทสป่ะลองเทสดูโอ้ดูเนี่ยเห็นป่ะเนี่ยปฏิบัติเนี่ยวิวัฒนาการของบอทเทิลมันเป็นอย่างนี้มีวิธีการเป็นอย่างนี้เห็นป่ะ
To the room we call quality from the start. So a few more people can come in as well. So everybody make sure you come a little bit closer so we keep the room and keep the space. My name is Brit and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the ingredients that we use to make a Heineken beer. As you can see, I have 4 ingredients behind me: water, barley, hops, and yeast. There is nothing else in your beer but those 4 ingredients. So the first ingredient is water. Is there anybody who knows how much percent of your beer consists out of water? 95, very good. So 95% of your beer is actually water, which is quite a lot if you ask me. It just shows that water is a very important ingredient. And for a company as international as Heineken, that could be a problem. Because as you might know, water does not taste the same all over the world. But Heineken is brewing beers all over the world. That's why next to every single Heineken brewery, there's a water purification facility. So we can make sure that the water we use when we start brewing beer is the exact same wherever we're brewing it. So the second ingredient is barley. And barley is a type of grain. We get it from the south of France. You can see a beautiful barley field with a lot of sun. That's why you know it wasn't in the Netherlands. The climate over there is better, so the barley is better as well. Before we use the barley to brew beers, there are a few things we need to do with it. First of all, we need to malt the barley. And malting barley is basically tricking those little seeds into let them think they are plants again. We soak them in water. At some point they think, I'm a plant, I can grow, so they sprout open, which is what we need. Afterwards, right before they actually start to grow into plants, we get them out of the water and blow hot air over it, which is called roasting the barley. We only slightly roast the barley because it affects the color of the barley seeds and the color of your beer, and we want to have a golden colored beer. Afterwards we're going to crush it, and by crushing it, the starch that is normally inside your seeds will come free, which is very important because that is what we need to make a Heineken beer. So that's what we're going to heat up. We will heat it up with water up to 78 degrees, so the starch will turn into a huge amount of natural sugars. Those natural sugars and that sugary grainy liquid that's left after the first stage of the brewing process is called wort, W-O-R-T. You can taste it in the next room. It does not taste like beer at all. It's very sweet. It tastes like cornflakes, but we need it to make the beer, and later on I'll explain why. First, talk about the hops. Hops are plants that are pretty interesting. They can grow up to 8 meters high, almost 30 centimeters a day, which is a lot. If you take a seat and you have nothing to do with your life, you can watch a hop plant grow in front of your eyes. But even though they are that big, we only use this tiny part of the hops plant that's around this big. This tiny part is the unfertilized female part, and that part contains lupulin. Lupulin is a natural preservative which makes sure the shelf life of our beer will last longer without needing to add any unnatural additives to our beer. The last ingredient is yeast, our Heineken A yeast. Yeast itself is a microorganism, which means that it's a living ingredient. And just like every other living thing on earth, it needs to eat. So the yeast will eat the sugars from the barley water, from the wort, and turns it into carbon dioxide, which gives us the bubbles in our beer, and alcohol, which gives us the fun in our beer. The Heineken A yeast is, as you can see behind lock and key. This is what makes a Heineken beer. This is what gives you the typical Heineken flavors, and that's the reason why it has been a family secret ingredient for over 100 years now. If you somehow get your hands on the real Heineken A yeast, don't try to steal this one is fake. But if you do get your hands on the real Heineken A yeast, you can start brewing your own Heineken beers tonight, and in 28 days you can enjoy it. If you have any questions about the ingredients, the brewing process, Amsterdam, Heineken, or life in general, feel free to ask. And otherwise the tour can be used over there. So I wish you a lovely evening in the tour and have a fun day.
โมกุลมีถ่ายรูปหน่อย
아,
Then they will say also.
이렇게밖에 안 하는구나. 수제비집 지금 하시나?
อ๋อแต่ละอันก็จะมีช่องให้ดูถ่ายรูปหน่อยแล้วถ่ายรูปหน่อย1 2โอ้lost step เนี่ยโอเค what's that tablet collector no we don't need it we going this way
Welcome in the kennel. You are about to experience the famous Heineken brewing process.
but we don't say here no seats
Alright, guys, in you go.
what you want to say number 5 together we are together or you wanna
Welcome in the kennel. You are about to experience the famous Heineken brewing process from the inside. It all starts with water. We add malted barley. to create a sugary liquid called wort. Hops are added for the bitter flavor. A yeast converts the sugar into carbon dioxide, alcohol, and a fruity flavor. You have been transformed into a fresh Heineken beer, and now you are ready to be bottled. Good luck.
อะไรป่ะเปลี่ยนป่ะนี่ไงหาอยู่หาอยู่ can sit down now, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
My fan back.
Maybe.
there. Or
Thank
at
you.
the bar
Maybe
over
take it,
there.
yeah. So I take it.
Once you have
You'll
your
go away.
beer, once you have your beer, please come join me over here. Come towards the stage. You have arrived in the Heineken tasting bar. Congratulations, you made it. My name is Lenneke, and I'm going to turn you into Heineken beer tasting experts. We're going to do this in 3 steps, 1.5 minutes. So I want you to pay attention. In the meantime, you can take a sip from your beer, of course. It's very tempting, but don't finish it just yet, all right? Because in the end, we're going to say cheers all together. Very awkward if you are the only one holding up an empty glass then, okay? So, first step, we're going to look at our beer. Look at it. Tell me what the color of your beer is. Gold, very fast, gold. Very good. Golden color comes from the slightly roasting of the malted barley. If you roast malted barley for a very long time, it becomes dark, and then your beer also becomes dark. We don't want that, so we slightly roast it by blowing hot air over the malted barley. Second thing we see is a foam layer. Your foam layer is very, very, very important because it's the protective layer of your beer. It keeps the oxygen out and keeps the carbon dioxide in. Never throw away your foam layer because if you do that, your beer goes flat very, very, very fast. So when you drink underneath the foam layer like this. I will show you later. Now, second thing we're going to do is we're going to smell our beer. Smell your beer. What do you smell? This is a difficult one. You can smell a lot of things. But if you smell beyond beer and beyond alcohol and beyond memories from last night, you can actually smell yeast. The leftovers from Heineken's A yeast is what you can smell inside your beer. It gives your beer a fruity, sweet aroma. You smell that? Some people say they can even smell a hint of bananas inside their Heineken beer. You smell that? It's only for the experts. Okay, so final step, the most fun part, we're going to drink our beer finally. I already explained to you that you have to drink underneath your foam layer, so your foam layer comes back on top of your beer. How do we do that? We take big sips. Conveniently, we take big sips. Very important. Before that, we're going to say cheers all together. And we're going to say it in Dutch, because we're in the Netherlands, we speak Dutch over here. And in Dutch, we say Proost. Very good. It's written over there on the wall. Proost. You got it? Practice with me. Proost. 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 It's like a long Proost. Okay, I'm going to count to 3 and we're all going to say Proost at our loudest, and then we're going to take a very big sip from our beer and end with that's what you do when you take a very big sip from your beer, okay? You ready? 1, 2, 3. Proost. Very good. Now take a big sip. Yes, very good, very good. All right, now follow me to this side of the bar. Here you can finish your beer in peace. No need to hurry. Please leave the empty glasses in the glass collectors on the left and on the right, and then you can continue the rest of the tour. In the bar we have 2 big beers waiting for you, so don't be sad if this one's already finished.
Do you want me to?
You can have it. I'm not a beer person.
กินอะไร
I'm not a beer person.
งั้นอยู่ถือกันอยู่พ่อถังคน Oh, cute. Then what? Now this way we're going. We're coming from this way. Yep, we're going, yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, support ใช่ไหมอันนี้ที่นั่งฟุตบอลเขารู้ว่าอยู่ไปนั่งไปแล้วถ่ายรูปที่แบบเมเนเจอร์นั่น
popular. No matter what, this is our life. Because truth is what the
He got sacked now. Yeah, Mourinho. Yeah, he got sacked from the Man U.
Oh, you heard about that?
Yeah.
The moment
Maybe not.